5 Sons of the Forgotten. Chapter 3. The crowd have gathered in front of the palace, their faces carrying the scars of sleepless nights. They have been standing there since the first light of morning. Children old enough to witness this moment are present, some are held tightly by parents who have already lost everything and cannot bear to lose their children too. Thanks to the rain, the fire has died, leaving behind only the charred remains. Valemont is not a kingdom forged by war, nor does it hunger for it. It is a realm shaped by water. Rivers wind through its lands like living veins, and the great banks yield more than grain or gold ever could. Fish fill their nets in such abundance that no man goes hungry, and trade flows as freely as the currents themselves. Here, a man is more likely to know the pull of a net than the weight of a sword. There are more fishermen than warriors in Valemont. More boats than blades. Its people rise with the tide, not the trumpet of battle. They have never been a threat to their neighbors, never a kingdom that stretches its hand toward conquest. Yet there is no weakness in them. When war comes, when it dares to touch their shores or creep across their borders, the same hands that cast nets take up steel. In that moment, the line between fisherman and warrior disappears. Every soul stands. Every home is defended. But today, Valemont has fallen. At last, Louisa Hereward climbs the royal podium. Her eyes sweep across the sea of faces. The once proud people now stand humbled, fear and confusion clouding their eyes. Some still show a stubborn spark of resistance that refuses to die. She clears her throat, and the murmurs fade. Every eye stays on her. However broken she feels inside, her duty must come before her role as a mother. People of Valemont, she begins. I stand here not to mock your pain, but to speak of what comes after it. I'm here, standing before you as the representative of King Richard Lancaster, the great ruler of Redbourne, and by his will, I bring a decree that will shape your tomorrow. A low murmur of fear spreads among the crowd. Some flinch, others close their eyes, calling for death to claim them next. Louisa presses on, her voice growing more authoritative. Understand this, we do not come to enslave you. We come with an offer for a chance to rebuild what has been lost. A new beginning. And you will not be voiceless, you will choose a representative from among your own. Someone to speak for Valemont and stand on your behalf in all matters. She watches as the fear in their eyes begins to shift to a cautious rustling of curiosity and disbelief. This is not an end, Louisa continues. It is a transition, a chance for Valemont to rise again, not alone but as part of something stronger. Under our protection, you will find the stability and safety to rebuild your trades, your culture, and your lives. The people are listening, their attention hanging on each word. You will be ruled with respect. The legacy of Valemont will not be erased. In return, we ask only for your cooperation. Together we will forge not mere survival, but a future of strength and unity. And with that, Louisa Hereward steps down from the royal podium, letting her words settle over the crowd. Some remain doubtful, but others begin to soften. For the first time since the war, they dare to believe they can be more than the defeated. The echo of celebration still lingers along the hallway, laughter and the clinking of cups rise from the corners. Some shout in jest, others toast to survival. Louisa marches past them, ignoring the warriors who salute as she passes, her eyes fixed on the massive doors at the end of Valemont Palace. Rowan catches sight of her from the far side of the hall, hands his goblet of wine to one of the archers beside him, and breaks into a run. He grabs Louisa's shoulder, blocking her path. No, do not tell me anything that says I am not allowed to go and look for my girl, Louisa warns before he can say a word. He looks up at her and says nonetheless, you know you cannot leave. Lou, you are needed here. She stares at her best friend in disbelief. My daughter may be dead, and you think I should care about here now. Duty before feeling. Rowan yells out of frustration, hoping to remind her that here, everyone is a warrior, and the duty of a warrior comes first. She shakes her head, uncertain whether to be surprised, angry, or disappointed. Louisa moves to shove him aside, but Rowan shoots out a hand to stop her. Okay, let me come with you. You stay. While I am gone, you are needed here to maintain order and control. And do not argue with me. That is an order. He scoffs. Only the king can give such an order. Louisa paces the space, then turns back to him. Rowan, listen. there is no time to argue. Rowan's temper snaps and he whirls on the group of young warriors hovering nearby. Out, he barks, they scatter at once. His eyes return to Louisa. Fine. But you are taking warriors with you. If you refuse, I refuse as well. I am no leader, you are. It is your duty to keep order here, not mine. You cannot pass that responsibility to me. She opens her mouth, then closes it again. For a moment, she looks down. When she lifts her eyes back to him, they are filled with disappointment. Rowan, this is about Isabel, and you act as though it does not matter. This is what war looks like. Rowan snaps. Are you saying you do not care for the others who died? Going out there alone risks making their sacrifices meaningless. Louisa softens, the disappointment on her face gives way to the naked fear of a mother afraid of losing her only child. Rowan, I lose her, Rowan, I lose everything. Then take warriors, he insists. Let them watch your back. Fine, she says, marching forward and nudging Rowan aside with her shoulder. Give me your word, Lou, tell me you are taking warriors with you. Louisa pretends not to hear as she pushes the massive doors open.